Hello, my name is James Thorpe and I'm the editor of International Security Journal. Delighted to be here on the FAAC stand at the security event in 2025, speaking to members of the team about their approach to the market and how they are staying competitive and leading with innovative solutions. Enjoy. So can you start by telling us a little bit about what makes you such a trusted brand in the UK market, please?
Well, in the UK we've been around since 1985, so 4 years in the business.
Yes.
Our business is completely or wholly reliant on repeat sales, so it's not a one-time sale. We build relationships with companies. They're having to install and create a machine which has to be safe. So we have to comply to lots of regulations within the industry to make them safe. So it's trust both ways. But yeah, 1965 was when it was first invented, the first gate operator by Giuseppe Mignini, and yeah, it's always been, that was his vision really, was to build relationships in a niche market.
Yeah.
And that's where trust is keystone to our business.
Fantastic. And as part of building that trust and your own ethos in the market, how key is integration and interoperability in your mission and what you do?
Well, now it's becoming more and more key really. We're developing more products to make the monitoring easy.
Yeah.
So now with our Simply Connect product, you can literally remotely monitor anything that's happening on a system. And that's giving back feedback to the point where you can add transmitters remotely, send them to a site, and that will work. So our systems work both online and offline. So where we rely on that for monitoring, it never takes the system down, so it always stays reliable.
Fantastic. So can you start by telling us a little bit about how National Automation helps keep its customers ahead in the market, please?
So National Automation's approach to the market is a little bit different and very much specific to the Irish market, in that 40% of the products that we sell are third-party products which are used in the security industry. So as a result of that, we have a very special relationship with all our customers, because there's very little that they can't buy from us in terms of your typical electronic security industry installer. Most of them are involved in intruder alarm, fire alarms, CCTV, etc. So we're very much a one-stop shop. We're very much, pretty much everything they want or need, they can buy off us. And it creates a very special place for us in the market, but it also creates a very unique relationship between us and our customers, in that how we interact with them becomes something that is almost daily. And for us, that part of the relationship is extremely important. We're also very, very big on the idea of being front and center in front of our customers. So for our customers who don't live geographically close to our two locations in Ireland, one being in Dublin and one in the Northwest, we have 5 area sales managers covering the whole island of Ireland, which gives us a very, very strong position in the market, again, face-to-face compared to our competitors in the market. So it's very much about building relationships.
Fantastic. And obviously you mentioned that special kind of place in the market. From a leadership perspective, how are you helping people navigate those, the challenges they may be facing and staying ahead yourselves?
Well, obviously, internally within the company, we're very focused on a team spirit within the company. It's a very, very good testament to, I believe, to all of the team in the company as well as the management. And I suppose in a way, looking at the line here, and Lions travel in a pride of Lions. We're very proud of what we do. We're very proud of the products we sell. And I think that creates a very strong team spirit in the company. And we have a very much a relationship in the company that all the relationships are very much on the one level, and we try and avoid too much in the way of a tiered or structured or top-down relationship with people in the company. And I think because of that, then it allows the staff who are internal and external to build a very special relationship with their customers, with the management as well, and all of the different departments in the company. So as I say, it leaves people, I would like to think it leaves people feeling very proud to work with us, be part of our team. You could say as well that as part of that, that relationship obviously rubs off with our customers. And then I suppose the most important thing as well is that to make sure that all of our team are kept up to date on everything we do. And when I say everything, I mean how the company is performing, but all the products we sell, make sure they have the right technical knowledge, make sure they have the right sales knowledge, so they don't find themselves out on a limb, and to make sure that we have them structures within the company as well that people can leverage on each other. And I suppose the last thing as well, and I suppose it was where I started off going, in terms of a testament to the staff of the company and how important they are to us and how they feel, I'm very happy to say we have a really low rotation of staff within the company, because people are treated with respect, people are rewarded for what they do, and as a result of that, you would nearly go so far as to say, or I would like to think for all of us, we're very motivated in coming to work every day, but there's a good feeling about the place. It's almost having an ice cream soda on a summer's day. That I would like to think we have that vibe. We do little things as well for the staff in the company that maybe other companies don't do. One very small example would be, if it's your birthday, you get a birthday card and you get some scratch cards on your birthday. If it's a work day when it's your birthday, you get a birthday cake. We make a bit of a fuss about these things. Others, some do, some don't, but I think it's important.
And you find that, do you feel on a separate note as well that reflects in the market as well? You powering your own people powers the market a little bit?
Absolutely. I mean, our position in the market is an extremely strong position. I mean, if we separate out our FAAC products, our intercompany products, so all of the products which are on the stand here, if we separate them out from the third-party products, as I said earlier, 60% of our sales are FAAC products. Compared to our next nearest competitor in the market, our sales are more or less a multiple of 3 times of their sales. And again, I believe it's a lot of the things that I've spoken about are things that are contributing to that, as well, obviously, as the quality of our core products, which are the FAAC products, and the quality of the acquisitions which have been made by FAAC over the years, which are very strategic in terms of adding, in a way that we sell third-party products which complement our FAAC range and push and pull each other. The strategic acquisitions by FAAC over the last number of years, particularly since about 2012, have been in such a way that the products drive sales of other products within the range. So, and obviously the most recent one would come out of the data center door behind you. Again, it's adding to the range in terms of pedestrian access products as well as physical access products for vehicles. And obviously, lastly, our actual KEDM system, which is our electronic card access system. So yeah, in a way, it's like pieces of a jigsaw. Yeah, and it ties it all together. And our customers appreciate that. It also makes life easier for architects, engineers, and specifiers, because they know that when they specify FAAC, in our market in particular, they're opening a shop window to so many products where they or the installation companies who deal with us can basically go back to them and say, yes, we can give you a solution for that. Yeah. And also we can take care of the door entry system, the card access system, the fire alarm system, and so on and so on. And as I say, that really is so important.
Fantastic. So can you tell us a little bit about why sustainability and energy efficiency is so important in entrance solutions today?
Yeah, well, over the years, construction, the more and more demands on construction and the environment and the built environment, and the energy efficiencies from the buildings with regards to the envelope of the building, so the releasing of air permeabilities and so on. And the demands are more and more on entrance solutions and the products in the market. And it's important for us as a business that we can meet and supply and meet the building regulations. So we have air permeability values we have to adhere to, there's U values we have to adhere to, there's various construction regulations like passive house and so on. So there's more and more in the marketplace that require us to actually meet our responsibilities as a supplier in the construction industry to reduce our CO2 emissions and so on. So it's so important, and it's becoming ever more as the demands ever increase. And we tend to find as well in the specification market that suppliers is the foremost with architects, that they're looking for responsible suppliers that have the correct credentials. For example, environmental product declarations, your BIM models to show you the sustainability side of your products, and how you can support the construction from the initial design stage, following the full REBA concept in the UK for the full stages of initial design, responsibility for inclusion for installation, for testing when everything's been installed. So it's not just from the demands of the construction industry, it's also making sure you meet that throughout the full stages of the construction to the end result of the return on that investment, and making sure you manage the product correctly as well. So it's right through the business.
Fantastic. And one of the things we've chatted about already is actually how you're positioning yourselves in the market as well to stay ahead. How does sustainability tie into that, and also your kind of general approach to positioning yourself in such a competitive market as well?
Yeah, I mean, for FAAC, it's the last few years for us has been integrated into the business. We have to position ourselves. We're celebrating 60 years this year. It's so important to us. So we have to collaborate with our other colleagues from other parts of the business. So for us, we're on a big journey at the moment of showing how strong and strengthened we are in the marketplace. But that's by the by, because you also need to have the responsibility and the people, the products, the solutions, but also the calculations and the certification to support what you do. So for us, we concentrate as being a responsible supplier. So we look at like EPDs, for instance. We look at new product launches, which we have with our new energy efficient sliding doors. And we like to position ourselves in a way that it's not more about, we don't greenwash as such. So we do proper case studies and environmental studies. So we did a study with a retail high street chain recently. And we looked at putting our products onto their stores, but also upgrading and recycling products. So rather than replacing everything, you're just replacing a certain part of a product. And on one store with a case study, and we worked in collaboration with EDF Energy, on 2 stores we looked to save, say, £25,000 on energy loss. So we have the credentials and the sustainable values, but it's also backed up with partnerships and people like EDF. So it's so important that we meet them demands in the marketplace.
Fantastic.